Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. I also see we've got George. Curious George. George boy George. Good to have you, man. How you doing? Yeah. You're not late for once, eh? Good to have you, man. Hope you're keeping well. Hope you're keeping very, very well. Okay. So I got returned shortly ago, a couple minutes ago. And yeah, we'll get right on into it then, eh? So, shouldn't expect too much here today, unless he actually does facilitate us. We were going to go for like a larger strike against the carriers, but alas, we didn't have the supply at Lunga for a, well, to use the drop tanks essentially. So we are set up for a strike, but it's at range 9. If he was to come in within range 9, that'd be ideal. I don't think he will do, but if he does, then at least we do have that. We do have the heavy cruisers. Ah, there we go, being occupied. Oh, that's great, actually. I thought I might have had to attack that, otherwise I would have had these guys attack that unit over there. Hey, well, that's fine. Yes, so we will have the 8 or so heavy cruisers arrive at Rapal more than likely today. They can be refueled. We need to then organise the bombardment of Khans. And we're going from there. Yeah, busy. I can imagine. When you told me how busy you were the other day, so I can definitely believe that. How you doing there, Jonathan? How you doing there, Salty? You know what, actually, Salty, I am unsure what happened there. Because the squadron should not have flown. It seems like it might have been the training flight. I've never actually known it to happen with bombers, but apparently it happened. So I can't see any other way that it happened there, because nothing was set to actually go ahead and attack, to be honest. I mean, there could be a strike, but there won't be a strike unexpectedly. We do have it set up for a strike at 9. So there won't be an unexpected one, I should say. But I hope there's a strike. Yeah, it was rather surprising, I must admit. Oh, I can't rename ships there, unfortunately. Good to have you there, Jonathan. Good to have you. Yeah, I must admit, it did throw me for one last night. I was, like, so very, very confused. Okay. So, that was our picket ship. I did send it back, but unfortunately he has sent us about there to hunt it. That's a shame. It's to be expected, though. She got picked up by PB. The PBYs. Yeah. I was hoping that by moving her, he might have lost her, but no. So she goes down there. That's a shame. Yeah. Well, I mean, this is it. It's like, it was really confusing. Yeah, it's a shame about the IO Maru. She did play a pretty important role. We will replace her in the future with another picket ship. But that's the issue. He picked up on her. I did move her. But unfortunately, yeah, he sent us about now. Right, Subchaser. Oh wow, we are not having a great day today so far, man. So the Subchaser there taking a torpedo. Should likely go down to that. That's a shame. Pretty dangerous waters out here today. Yeah, she goes down as well. That's a shame. That is a shame. We will gain more Subchasers, but obviously it's not ideal to lose one. Often they don't get hit. Plunger over here. Is that the same submarine or is that a different submarine? I actually should have taken a look at the name there. It looks like they're attempting to actually attack her, so I'm going to assume it's the same one here. Yeah. Yeah, deep waters are essentially no-go for us there. We will be drawing more fuel from... my gosh, we have another one out here. Yeah, thankfully that does miss there. So we do have the Shirasuyu. I can't quite read the name there with the font. Now, we are in... well, we're in shallow water, so I'm hoping that the Type 2 Mod 2, Type 95 Mod 2, we should be okay here. One would hope. One would hope. I'll speed this up over here, man. Apparently no luck at all. That's always fun. Again, we do have more patrol boats heading down to that area, as well as Subchasers. You doing there, Rayrard? Yeah, we had 2 of our ships sunk. We had an AK picket sunk by a submarine, and then a submarine chaser sunk by a submarine here this turn, unfortunately. Hopefully it might sink something on his side, but unless he facilitates us at Solomon's, will not have that. Okay. Ooh, okay, so we do have a little bit of luck. Okay. Okay, a little bit more luck here today. My god, his submarine seems to be in the right place here today. That would have been really bad. So I'm pretty glad that Nagato didn't... Oh my fucking god. Holy shit. Why are his subs in the right place today? Fuck me. Aha! Okay, thank god for that. Woo! Okay, so wow. I've got quite used to the submarines actually hitting him this time, but yeah, it's nice to actually hit something of his there. That got my heart racing there, I must admit. Wow, okay. Whew. Okay, yeah, that did get the heart going. But we do actually target a tanker here, the Herborg. So 5 shell hits, 2 torpedoes, so I'd imagine she'll go down. Oh my god. Oh my god! Fuck off! Go away! Go away! Oh, the irony. The irony. I sent her this way to avoid the submarines and we actually find the bloody pack. Because he was operating around this area. My gosh, okay. Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh my god! Oh my god, what a terrible, terrible bloody day for torpedoes. Fuck me. I've never had it as bad. This is probably the worst turn I've seen in a long time for submarine activity. He just seemed to be in the right place across the entire board there. Fuck me. That was rough. AP took a torpedo there. Wow. We are right by Formosa, so she should be okay. She should be able to survive that. But fucking hell. That was pretty bad today. Yeah, we are seeing more like tankers there, ships there, ships there, ships there, and ships there. Yeah, wow. Yeah, they were in the right place here today. Man, that sucked. Yeah. And that's why we move things as regiments and we move things on multiple ships. Nasty, nasty day. Yeah, wow. Hopefully we should be able to avoid that. Okay, ball bobbing over here to Chunky. Incredible though. They just all seem to be in the right place at the same time. But then again, this is it, isn't it? Obviously we are using the transit zones there, transit areas, and obviously there are places where you will find ships, more than likely. I'm just impressed it was all at the same time. But we got one of his tankers, so that's not too bad. It looks like we did see other tankers in the area. I must note that tanker was apparently empty of fuel, so it looks like it has unloaded over there of Avau. I don't know how you pronounce it. We're going to go with Avau. Oh no, I think I did auto attack over here today actually. I can't recall now. I think I did. Yeah, I'm glad that the LSDs didn't take a torpedo though. That would have been unfortunate. But yeah, just need to avoid those areas now. Pretty crazy. Right, ships there, ships there. He might have actually withdrawn his carriers then, it seems today. No, actually, it looks like they're still there. Looks like there's additional ships in that area. Well, that's good then. So if we can actually set up a strike at Lunga, that'd be excellent. Right, okay. Ships out there. My fucking god, we are seeing a lot of ships. Yeah, Devastators. Devastators are interesting, actually. I did expect to be picked up around midway. I did want to try and get a shot at the APs, though. Sorry, that'd be me drinking from a water bottle. Now, he did scope out Magway last turn, and scoping it out again here today, so I do wonder if he will send something there, but then again, that was that the AM or the P? Ah, fuck me. Ah, damn. Ah, that's gonna cost us a couple men there. Oh no, is that a different one? Oh, was that the same one? I can't recall there. She goes down, that's gonna cost us quite a few men there. At least we are able to rescue a couple. Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh my god! Oh, what a terrible, terrible fucking day to be on board those APs. Fuck me. This turn's pretty bad. I must admit, it is a pretty horrific turn for submarine activity. It's been a long time since we've ever had it this bad, and this is the worst I've seen it for a long time. Yeah, losing men sucks. Yeah, that was rough. That was the worst turn I've had for submarine activity in quite a long time. I blame you, George. I absolutely blame you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, this is why we do transfer things on multiple ships. It doesn't help when multiple ships get hit, but, yeah, that's the worst I've seen it, in fact. My god. My god. Yeah, they just seem to be in the right place at the same time, just all at the same time there. Nasty. Okay, speeding up through this then. I'm just glad that the BB didn't get hit. I'm glad that the cruiser didn't get hit. The LSDs didn't get hit either, so at least that's something. And that goes in our favor. Man, that was rough. That was rough. He seems, I don't know, he seems to have just collected them all into the same position here today. Oof. Oof, indeed. I can't believe how many turns we go and we have relatively light activity, and then he sinks 2 ships, and then like hits more APs. The APs tend to have a decent amount of durability depending on their class, so we'll try to get them into a... Well, where they are, they should be pretty close to at least an island, or Formosa itself, so we'll get them ashore then as quickly as we can. The other ones will have to continue, really. There is safety and speed, but yeah, that was unfortunate here today. Nasty, nasty. I'm sure he'll be happy about that. But he didn't get it all his own way. We did at least sink a tanker, so that's something. Okay, 15 there, and 262. Good to see. Looks like he's gaining back the cores that we defeated some time ago. So that number will go up, but don't worry too much about that. Bombarding again over here. Wait on the tanks to arrive over this way. Okay, continue to bombard, just wait on the engineer regiment there. Be able to finish that up there. About 3 ships. I mean, obviously we do have assets that are damaged. Right, they're shock attacking over here. I do wonder what they'll do now, because I don't think they'll draw a line to chunking, but they may draw supply here to coming, or they may not just surrender at all, actually. Oh, that went really bad, actually. Why is everything... Why is everything going so bad? Why do they have so many disabled? What the fuck is going on today? That did not go as intended. Fucking hell. I do blame you, George. Why has everything suddenly got shit? Oh my god. Okay. That's not too bad, I kid. I kid. I didn't expect that with the amount of disabled there, though. The APs were carried. Oh, the AK was empty. It was just simply a picket ship. It was just there just to be detected and give us just awareness, really, if it was like carrier movement. So if that wasn't carrying anything. The AP was carrying part of a regiment, so obviously not exactly ideal. Yeah, no, the one time, and then it's just the most submarine activity I've seen forever. Incredible. Yeah, I'm not too fond of an Nagato, but at least she's close to the Philippines, so we might have to beat them at full speed to try to get them at least to somewhat, I don't know, safety, relative safety. But not an ideal day. Yeah, I'm here for you. You're like the bloody Grim Reaper, mate. Everything you touch dies. Oh my gosh, that was not nice, not nice. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Yeah, so the Submarine there. She goes down. She's one of the ones that have decent endurance. We don't tend to lack the APs, though. Io Maru was the picket ship. Not worth too much. And then the sub-chaser over here. The tanker we scored was the Harbog. Yeah, she's a 10.8k capacity one, so she's a pretty nice ship there. BP type D. Yeah, she's quite nice. I mean, she was worth 23. Nagato got... man, you are not keeping up with my game there, George. What like, come on, man. What's going on? Nagato got hit by bombs some time ago. And a torpedo too, actually. Yeah, she got hit there. She doesn't have that much in wave flotation damage. Kako is not too bad either. Keiko, sorry, is not too bad either. So currently they're making 11 and 10 knots there. So I could go ahead and have her, have her make a move towards the Philippines over there, and they'll probably be okay. More than likely. But we'll see. I'm going to reopen the log in a moment. Yeah, it looks like we just had everything move through at the same time there. Yeah, quite a conversion of ships in this area. All at the wrong time. 4 submarines, wow. Oh, that's bloody typical, isn't it? The day that we moved through that area. But he's probably been there a while. I guess it's just the unfortunate convergence of ships in that area. But obviously we'll move them away. That was when we moved to Endeni. When we moved out here to Endeni, and then we accidentally got caught up by carriers that we didn't know were there, per se. Yeah, so if you take a look down here. God damn, that's so many APs. Right, CVE there apparently, but it was identified as a tanker. But we are seeing so many ships. This looks like it could be potentially interesting time for the submarine, really. Yes. The other battleships did come under air attack, but didn't actually get hit, which was pretty nice, actually. Pretty nice. Okay, so we do have... I was hoping that we might have had enough supply here longer here today. Unfortunately not. We just need to get more in there. We do have supply here, 2,800 here, and 2,000 over here unloading too. Hopefully get that in there. We do have... right. Well, this additional air defense regiment has arrived over here. As to whether it remains here or not, I'm not too sure. I think I'll have it dock and unload for now, but I might have it shipped out elsewhere shortly. It's been interesting. He hasn't built up Fiji. As far as I can tell, it is about on par. He did build up Vavaʻu over here. And we did actually notice ships in this area, and then we decided to move into the area. But we have been meeting success out here. I mean, this is it. I mean, we've hit... Well, he hit some of our ships, but at least we do have enough submarines in this area to hit some of his own ships there. We do have more submarines in the area, but you can definitely see that submarines are starting to play a large part in the war now. At least here today, it feels like they are winning the war, but hey-ho. Yeah. Let's take a look then. This is not so bad. It's just obviously we need to be a bit more mindful. Okay. How many men are aboard here? Not an ideal time to be aboard there. She is 1 hex away from Orchid Island, so we could have them make... Well, or it'd be better off actually to make it to Hengchun if we could. But at least she is close to a island there. The other one should be okay. Why are they heading back to Canton? I tell you what, I reckon what's happened is yeah. It looks like we've had them sent out and the retirement allow's been left on there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, as you say, Red Eye, there's a lot of ships down that way. But I feel like he may do something elsewhere. He is quite tricky like that. This submarine's... I mean, this is where the submarine was patrolling over here, and it reacted all the way up here, so it is interesting. We do need to gain a more robust ASW defense down here. It's going to take time for the Jakes to really start making themselves felt. I've seen a couple of heavy cruisers there, apparently. But as they build up their speed, they'll become deadlier. Well, I mean, he had 4 submarines in a position where there is likely to be ships transiting. That's the thing. He's a good player. He's played the game plenty of times, and this is you do tend to learn certain things and see when... Well, just see how people play, really. It was just unfortunate we had so much going through that area there. We did see supposedly a CVE out here not too long ago, so there could be the Hermes out there. Lucius is more than likely down in this area. Nah, I mean, this is it, Rayrad. It's one of those of, like, I have to trust he's not watching the game, and I don't think he's watching the game. I don't think he is. There's been a lot of things that have happened, and it's like, if he was, I don't know. It's just not worth it. I think he's absolutely honourable. I think it's fine. At the end of the day, it's like, I don't know who'd get much out of the kick in that sort of thing, really. How you doing there, Anno? We do have all the Ansoyu class converted into PVs, actually. It's just been a bad day. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is it. There's 4 submarines over here, apparently, and we had a lot of traffic. It looks as if these ships were given incorrect orders. You can see they did come out to the canton, so I think that's what happened. So I'm going to blame Gary for that. I'm gonna blame Gary for that one. I'm kidding. Things happen. Yeah. Anyway, bad day for submarines, but not that bad, really. We lose an AP, we lose 2 other ships. Losing men's not ideal, but we can save the situation. As Shiva says there. Aye, so they can make a break there. I mean, this is unfortunate over here. Issue is, sometimes we just pick inopportune times to move through the area, but then we don't have Jakes over here, so maybe it wasn't the best there. All I can say is, I don't think things have gone quite right there with the orders. Not too sure what happened there. Yeah, they didn't have an escort, but usually their speed's enough. It's just that they went through that hex there. Had they gone through a hex further to the south, they'd have been fine. All I can say is, yeah, just unfortunate. That's fine. I don't know. It's one of those. It is what it is. If we just, like, go and, like, he might be cheating, it's just not worth it. As far as I can see, I think we're okay. Because there's lots of times when things have not gone in his favour either. It's just today it didn't go in our favour, so that's fine. Hindsight's 2020, right? I was a little surprised about the amount of disabled over here, actually. Quite surprised about that. We do have Patong taken over here, which is good. My god, look at the fortifications on that. God, he was building that up. No, it's not that bad. I mean, we lose some troops in that. I'm glad that the LSDs didn't get hit. I mean, the important things didn't get hit, but then you look at the tanker that we suck, that tanker is worth more than those ships anyway. Men can be replaced. The 21st Division is heading out to the Marianas. Yeah, and they have a pretty good chance of getting away, really. They didn't get hit, so it's okay. And we had a lot of luck there with torpedoes not working. Just good day for him, really. Red Eye, that is a good question. I do have assets being loaded up right now, so they are going to be moved out there. I just need to get a couple more PBs out this way. They should be loading there. It's going 10 knots currently, but, well, 11 knots there, but we can tell them to move at higher speed. I mean, there is mission speed where they could make 18. Well, she can make 18 at 20 knots. Like, they'll, I mean, this is it. I could go for full speed or something of that nature. Mission speed's likely enough. There is 3 escorts here with it. It's one of those things of, like, when it comes to submarine warfare, having escorts is more of a reactive thing. It doesn't prevent a submarine coming in and attacking. If a sub's going to come in and attack, it's going to come in and attack. So, yeah. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, we do have the Philippines over here, so we can at least make a break for somewhere. But we might be okay. Just unfortunate, really. But we'll get our own back. Yep, so he still has his carriers out here, then. Yeah, Jima's fine. It's been built up. And we do have the Bonin Islands over here. So we do have Chichijima. Chichijima, and it's quite funny actually. Chichi is like Father Jima, but I don't think that's probably what it is. But it's quite interesting actually, because it actually is, in Japanese, Chichi is father and Haha is mother. So it's quite amusing actually. I don't know what Iwata is, so I don't imagine it's actually those characters. More than likely something different. It's just that's the actual, yeah, reading. Quite amusing actually. But yeah, they're being built up over here. There we are. That's weird. I just heard like a sound, but I don't know where that came from. Anybody else hear that like little bell sound? Because I don't know what that was. Okay, armored cars arrived here today. Not that the armored cars are going to make a difference. Probably won't even have them involved in attack, really. Okay. Right, so his forces are still here, but they're going to be a pain. I elected to go ahead and take the 3rd Army over here, and that's going to march down here to Kunming. It'll fulfill their purpose. I'm going to have an armored unit go down this way as well, I'd imagine, but I will have that HQ go down this way. The reason being that it will obviously just, yeah, give us something to work with over here to Kunming. Having HQ support will definitely make them fight more effectively. Oh god, yeah, if he attacked us, he would not do great. What you've got to bear in mind is, like, yeah, he might have that, was it 3800 AV-ish? But at the end of the day, he has a grand total of 32 guns. We have 1,037 guns here. We also have, well, eventually, next turn we'll have some tanks too. But yeah, our forces are better. They are better. So you can see that we do have some divisions here. Obviously not in full strength, but some of them are, first and fizz. But yeah, it's times 2 terrain. We also do have some level of fortification here on these divisions. They have level 2 forts there. They'd kick his ass. His unit's wrecked, so it's just one of those of, if he was to attack us, whatever the actual damage to us would be, it would be greater to him, really, because it's just a situation where he does not want to attack. He just wants to sit there now and just make it as just awful as he possibly can. Oh yeah, I believe when Chinese units return, I think their morale and experience are affected, so that's quite interesting. Though I've never played as the Allies really in the campaign, so I'm not too sure. But yeah, we'll have additional tanks there. But if it was to attack us, that'd be great for us, to be honest. That'd be really good. Yeah, I know, it is odd. I agree, Red Eye. I will have to ask him one day. I will definitely have to ask him. So do we have forces moving over here? Excuse me. I may have to have like a division over here just to secure that road, but we'll see about that. Well, what we're debating here today is whether we can use armor to try and accelerate the fall of Chungking, but more than likely we will need to have all our forces, as much force as we can to get to Chungking. Forces, when they're destroyed, do return to Chungking about, I don't know, like 30 odd days later, with about 200 AV, but I don't think they have any guns or really any equipment of that nature. So they come back as like pure raw AV, which is a difficult thing to deal with. But what we're hoping to do then is mass the tanks over here at Chungking, then attack at Chungking, obviously with the armor and the support and artillery. The idea being just to try and use that armor to force them to expend supply. We did do a couple tests here today as well, and I say a couple, I mean it was a very small sample size, so don't take anything of it. Take a big pinch of salt, a massive grain of salt. That tanks would be able to potentially down a level of fortification. A lot of them were disabled, so obviously they would need to be rested and given time to recover, but it's at least a tactic to use that we could potentially then drop your supply a little bit and potentially drop the fortification level, which would make it easier for us then. But now, interesting day. Interesting day. EBY, yeah, ops on our side there. How you doing there? Hugh, you just missed the great Submarine Golden Age. Gosh, at least it felt like that today. Aye. So I could sort that situation over here. Yeah. Not that much actually to do today, really. I think I'll call it pretty shortly, actually. Well, as far as it goes with tanks, at the moment then, so we have 9,555 vehicle points over here. We can replace tanks. It's just one of those of, we prefer to obviously do it, well, we don't want to lose lots, but would more than likely have most are disabled. We'd have to measure, really. It'll take some time before we get to that point. Hopefully we can reduce his strength. But, yeah. I mean, really to take out tanks, you'd want to have more guns. Sheer masses of infantry can take out tanks, but, yeah, we're doing it mostly so we can degrade his supply. That's a good idea. If all the Brits in the east now... Well, we're considering that very rad, actually. Guy suggested that, and I said I could get behind something in the Indian Ocean, but I would prefer to actually have more confidence in our ability to defend out this way, ability to resist, I should say. Now, we do see ships over here. Yeah, these are spotted, well and truly. Strong escort, yeah, so his hunting is here. I was hoping we could have actually figured out... Well, the APs still might be out here, so I'll have a move that way. Hopefully we might pick up those APs, but it doesn't seem like we will. We do see tankers down this way, so at least that's a prize for us to chase. That's good to see. Yeah, if we can gain a chance to hit his tankers, that'd be good. Very good. Yeah, I was hoping that we could have ordered a long-range strike here today, but unfortunately we still do not have enough supply. We did shift all that supply over here to Kirakira. But we do have that supply moving in there. I do have additional supply. I'm also moving additional AKs down there. But we do have about 20k supply moving south, so you can see that's been loaded this turn. And that's going to begin moving south now, so that's quite good. So we'll have another 20k. Essentially what we want to go ahead and do is build up Lunga, so we have about 20k there, Lunga, and 20k there at Talagi, and that'll be good. We do have some supply which is unloaded into the port over here. Which takes time, really. Next turn, we'll have the supply situation sorted out, and then we'll be good to go. But the airfield continues to expand here, so we are at 59%. Likely next turn, 60-70% then, and we'll see how things go. We do have our regiment over here that has arrived here at Lunga, which is very nice. You can see their fuel amounts are not exactly great. But yes, they need to unload there. Can I, yeah, share that around a bit? It doesn't share equally though. We do need to get some fuel into them. Just need to get them somewhere. I mean, they... Well, actually, no, in fairness, they can just remain here. The APs could transfer. Yeah. Just have to get another ship there for them to fuel off of. What are your current naval offensive plans? To be fair, we don't always need them. But as far as it goes, we do have a number of heavy cruisers that should have returned, yeah. So, these heavy cruisers over here, they've returned and refueled. Luckily, we still do have fuel over here, so that's at least something. We do have additional fuel coming in as well shortly. So yeah, we do have, how many there? I think it's 8, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so we do have the 8 heavy cruisers over here. What we want to go ahead and do then is organize a bombardment of Khans, try and ideally catch some of these aircraft on the ground, but ideally I do want to destroy that airfield. I would like to try and turn back the clock on that one. Not much we can do because they will be able to repair it. We'd have to obviously land troops there to prevent, yeah, to prevent that base from being a problem in the future. But if we could hit it, that'd be ideal. If I can just actually knock it out, that would also be okay. We'd obviously need to keep it knocked out, but we'll take it as it comes there. Oh, okay. And at the end of the day with ASW, as long as it's actually able to keep a submarine from using its deck gun, then that's at least fine. You saw that we did have one of our submarines use a deck gun. And this is it, yeah. So you can see that she's running low on torpedoes here. But she still has a deck gun there. So she can use that deck gun. And it's a 14cm gun. It's not a small gun. And you can imagine, obviously, the ships that they are being fired upon. Well, that are being fired upon. It doesn't take many 14cm shells to make their day pretty nasty. Especially versus tankers. But yeah, we are running an interesting game down here with the submarines. They will have to inevitably return and refuel. But we do have new submarines on station in the area to arrive soon enough. Yeah, many of them do need to go back for more fuel, but we do have a couple more. But as we do bring more fuel down here, it's just this area's become quite hungry for fuel. And yeah. But while we have the opportunity, even if we have a couple torpedoes, as long as we still have the ability to use our deck gun, that'd be great. But we can see him moving over here. We do have 3 submarines in this area, so we'll try and pick him up over here. We are seeing these over here. Looks like destroyer escorts. We do see AKs over here. So hopefully we can actually exact some vengeance tomorrow. These submarines I'd like to get out there, but they need to be refueled so I can actually get them out some distance. But yeah, it's been quite the vicious submarine game as of late, really. I mean, as far as it goes, we've been able to... Yeah, we've had a couple of our tankers sunk over here. They were sunk by the carriers. That one looks to be in a ship. I mean, that's the tankers, of course. Not all the known ones. We did have one knocked out. One of them was torpedoed. One of them looks like it got hit by a gun. And that one was torpedoed there. We have destroyed more allied AOs. We've also destroyed more allied tankers as well. We just don't see them all. But we've been doing okay. I mean, mobile fuel was a nice one to hit not too long ago. And then we had something. Where is she? Has she not shown up on here? Oh no, there she is, yeah. Yes, you can see her there. Well, it depends. This turn, there's not too much to do here, really. So I'll go ahead and pass this one on to Gary. And to be fair, it's a little bit late here already, actually. So I'll go ahead and pass this one on to Gary and let him do his thing. I'll do my thing in the morning. And if Gary gets a chance to do his thing overnight, that'll be fine. But yeah, not too bad. I am going to be going out tomorrow to meet some friends from university and that, so not too sure. But it's looking like it'll be an early thing, so probably back later on. You mean the ones over here that completely and utterly failed, yeah. Type 952s. That's a little unfortunate considering the area there. No, they need to head in there. Yeah. We do have more out here. Issue is we had a lot of the actual patrol boats stockpiled up over here to the car. He's been somewhat more effective with his submarines, actually. He just keeps keeps them lingering in places for fuel. So we will pay a price, but we are able to still draw it out too. Alright, they need to get their asses moving there. They've not moved, so I need to make sure they move. They're heading out there now. Yeah. Oh, I did, yeah, I set this up for bombardment over here, actually. Yeah. So I believe I'll tell them to remain on station. Bombardment. I wanted to see if we'd be detected here, but it's looking okay, actually. I am loading up some fuel to have down here, so we can go ahead and continue that. Oh no, sorry, they're over here. Yeah, I was looking for that. Yeah, so I did have some AKs over here. So I set them to load fuel. And they can take that. I was thinking Surabaya, so I wanted them at Surabaya. But yeah, they're going to take some fuel down this way, and then we'll have them move fuel around. Yeah, somebody seems to be in the right place here today, but yeah, that's fine. Even losing battleship would suck, but wouldn't be the end of the world. Not ideal, but not the end. Okay. Other than that, not too bad. As said, happy with sunk V tanker. We'll try and get these guys over here. Would be nice there. So we'll take a look at the ops report. We have been seeing some interesting reports here and there. Akyab Magway. He's definitely interested in Burma. That's very interesting. Or at least he wants to know what's going on in that area. Okay, quite a few areas building up here today. A6M8 has advanced the R&D, that's good. So, let's see. Yeah, there we are. October 44, looking good. So we've got our first 8 here last turn. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I think we've got another 7 as well. That's, yeah, we did get another 7 here, I believe, actually, so that's pretty awesome. Ah, cool. We're actually making some good progress here then so far. Lately, I should say. That's quite cool. Quite happy about that. Yeah, let's see then. He's very active. At least it feels that way. Aye, he's likely building that up. Perhaps the port, I'm not too sure. He may not necessarily be doing so, but you know. Yeah, a little disappointed about the BP then being caught. I did move it in such a way as to try and avoid that. Eventually we will have great ASW coverage. Need to try and drive them out. The Jakes will get to the point where they can actually do that. We also do have some B5N2s out here as well operating ASW. We just need to be trained up. As they get better, we'll see more strikes. Still, better than the historical ASW, so that's fine. Right, okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. Not too much else to report on. Unfortunate day with submarines, but onwards and upwards. But let's take a look then. So 59% there on that. We're at 49% here on the air base at Kira Kira, making good progress there. 28% over here. Yeah, continued fortification over here at Tulagi, but I may hold that to actually conserve supply for the time being. Load of supply there too. And yeah, that's excellent. So, that's really good. They made it in, and yeah, that's very quick. So we do have radar over here at Woodlark Island now, and we did also send some radar out here to the Shortlands too. It helps. Having radar at all these bases over here certainly does help. So I'm quite happy about that. But quite cool. Ideally, we could go ahead and get our cruisers into a position where we could actually go ahead and bombard there. I'm glad to see that they are refueled. It is good to see that we also do have fuel on the way over here. There's a lot of ships here. Quite a lot. Okay, so thank you for watching, ladies and gents. I blame you, George. That seems to have been the busiest day I've ever seen for... I've seen for his submarines in quite a long time. It looked worse than it really was. But still doesn't mean it wasn't bad. It wasn't nice. I'll say it that way. It wasn't nice. Until next time. I gotta say, Matashita, something of that nature, really. Until next time. See you later, guys. If you like the video, that'd be much appreciated. Potentially consider becoming a patron as well. Even for just $1 would be awesome. Until next time. Ja, Tara.